Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I was going to show you we've got sunshine today. Sunshine in January in Washington State is not that common. So make a note. It could easily be snowing on this day or storming or pouring and gray, but it's a beautiful, beautiful day. And so, welcome to my channel. I'm Kendra, and if you're new here, I hope you'll consider sticking around. If you like what you see, subscribe. Always feel free to make a comment because I will comment right back. I love to chat. Hi everybody, happy Thursday. It's a little bit later to get started with my video, which is going to be hashtag Thursday BookTube at My Mountain Home and Kitchen and at Life with Patty. It's an open collab where you can read and review any book, or if you have just read it and didn't review it yet, or if you plan to read it. It can be any kind of book you like: cookbook, romance novel, mystery, comic, how-to, and we upload on Thursdays. Typically, I do mine in the morning because they're done the day before, but I had to wait to get the book because it just came out today. That's a teaser, right? Welcome to my channel if you're brand new, and welcome to my channel if you are not brand new. And so on we go with this Thursday BookTube. I went to St. Vinny's today and I found a 75? Yeah, I think it's 1975. Family Circle, great ideas, favorite cheese recipes, great American cheeses, how to buy, store, serve, and enjoy these cheeses in main dishes, casseroles, fondues, party fare, hot and cold appetizers. And it's so funny how in these older magazine cookbooks or even regular cookbooks, the photography is just so dark. It's strange how that is. Let's see, here's another one. See how dark that is? They just have a little light. But anyway, it's got some good cheesy wheezy recipes in here. And really, I mainly bought it for pictures for glue booking. Don't see that I want to keep a whole lot, but I may see some dishes that I like pictures of. Macaroni and tomatoes. And I was hoping it would have a lot of commercials, but since it's a cookbook, it doesn't. I like vintage commercials, ads in these magazines too. Anyway, back in 1975, somebody paid $1.25 for this. And then I also got this, which I thought was the coolest. It was in the magazine section. Magazines at St. Vinny's are $0.25 a piece. A very important marquee auction weekend. Rosalie, A Life of Dolls. And it was from last year, January 6th through the 7th, 2024, in Scottsdale, Arizona. And it's nothing but pictures of vintage dolls that are going to be, auctioned off. And so I thought, well, won't these make some good photos if I want to do anything to do with doll babies and just vintage dolls. I don't know what's going on with her head. But anyway, she looks like a Civil War bride. So there's that. And then I got another one, The Very Best of Summer, all recipes. And this was just from 2 years ago, summer 2023. So lots of good pictures to be cutting out with this one as well. And it does have commercials. And it has some good recipes. It really does. So I'm going to go through that and see what I can find. And haven't touched a glue book in a few days for sure. Olives. Okay, and then here's the star of the show. The House of My Mother. A Daughter's Quest for Freedom by Sherry Frankie. So Sherry Frankie is the now adult daughter of Ruby Frankie. And I had just gotten into YouTube, and I got in really slowly, so I wasn't, sure who was who, and I wasn't even aware of her channel. But she was a YouTube influencer. She had millions of subscribers. She was a mega channel. It was called 8 Passengers. And it was all about, sunshine and rainbows and 8 children and a good-looking husband, always getting, coiffed and shopping for the finest things. But there was a very dark side to her mother. And when you look at this picture, what do you think when you see this picture? For me, it's crazy. I don't know if anybody else notices this, but this is a torn photograph of like a family torn apart, or her tearing evidence of her mother from her history. So I don't know if anybody else got that from it, but she restricted food and water. This I know, I have not even read this book yet. It just got dropped off on my door and I squealed, yay, in time for, BookTube Thursday BookTube, I'm sorry. And so anyway, if you Google her name, you can find like a 2020s Prime Video, whatever. You can find a lot of videos on it. And they've got from when the first child escaped out of the house and broke the whole story. Now, this is from the law and from the reporters and things. What I'm telling you, it's not from this book. Like I said, I haven't read it, but you can find online where the little boy, gets loose and he's got tape on his legs. He's emaciated. He weighs just a little bit. He's super dehydrated. He's sunburned. They lived in a hot climate, and she would force the children to work in the sunshine, in the heat, restricting water and food until they would sometimes pass out, and stuff like that. She had a vicious temper, and from what the specials that I've seen online say, she also had an odd relationship with her live-in therapist woman. And in the end of, before they, were arrested, she had put him out of the house. I don't remember the details, but odd things that she said, accused him of, or not doing this or doing that, and with the blessing of her therapist. And I don't know where they are now. I'm assuming both therapist and mother are in jail, but I guess we'll hear about that here. So anyway, the story again is told by the eldest daughter and what she witnessed and how she felt as her picture-perfect family disintegrated. And I believe at the time she was in college. And so she was about, probably between the ages of 18 and 21, maybe, or 22. I don't know how old she is now either. This is going to be a really painful read, but also, probably is therapeutic to her, because she had 5 siblings, and I don't know if everyone is adult now. They couldn't be. It was just last year, or a couple years ago, I guess, that this went down. So some of them may be being taken care of by this adult. I don't know. I can't wait to find out what happened after. And this is going to fill some of the blanks for me. And let's see. Let me just... I don't remember what I paid for this. I think it was about $22, and I got it on Amazon. Oh, here we go. $29. That's not what I paid. It was more like $22, $24. From eldest child Sherry Frankie, the shocking true story behind the viral 8 Passengers family vlog and the hidden abuse she suffered at the hands of her mother, and how in the face of unimaginable pain she found freedom and healing. So Sherry Frankie's childhood was constant battle for survival. Her mother, Ruby Frankie, enforced a severe moral code while maintaining the facade of a picture-perfect family in their wildly popular YouTube channel 8 Passengers, which documented the day-to-day life of raising 6 children for a staggering 2.5 million subscribers. But the darker truth lurked beneath the surface. Ruby's wholesome online persona masked a more tyrannical parenting style than anyone could have imagined. As the family's YouTube notoriety grew, so too did Ruby's delusions of righteousness, fueled by the sadistic influence of relationship coach Jodi Hildebrandt. Together, they implemented an inhumane and merciless disciplinary regime. Rudy and Jodi were arrested in Utah in 2023 on multiple charges of aggravated child abuse. On that fateful day, Sherry shared a photo online of a police car outside their home. Her caption had one word: finally. For the first time, Sherry will reveal the truth behind 8 Passengers and her family's devastating involvement with Jodi Hildebrandt cultish life coaching program, Connections. No stone is left unturned as Sherry exposes the perils of influencer culture and shares for the first time her battle for truth and survival in the face of her mother's cruelty. And so that is that. And if you are new here, boy, is this different. I don't usually read such things. I usually read cookbooks. Cookbooks are my style. So anyway, I'm glad everybody's safe now and she's out of harm's way. And the people that were horrifically abusive were taken to task over it. So if you like what you saw, which is not really the way to say it, but if you have liked my content in the past and have thought to maybe subscribe, I would love that because I love to meet new people. Don't worry about saying anything, say what you feel what you say. Bye, everybody.